Imagine a world where your dreams seem impossible, where every door closes just as you approach it. In the heart of New York City, in a cramped apartment, a young boy with a speech impediment was trying to find his voice, not just literally, but figuratively, in a world that seemed determined to silence him. This boy was Sylvester Stallone. Born on July 6, 1946, in the Hell's Kitchen neighborhood of Manhattan, Sylvester Gardenzio Stallone's life began with challenges that could have easily defeated a lesser spirit. Born with nerve damage in his face during birth, Sylvester's lower lip drooped, giving him a slight slur and a face that would later become iconic. Yet, beneath this perceived flaw, there was an unstoppable fire, a dream that refused to be dimmed. As a child, Stallone faced bullying and ridicule, constantly reminded that he was different, that his voice and his appearance were not normal. But instead of surrendering to despair, young Sylvester found solace in movies and storytelling. He watched actors on the silver screen and wondered, why not me? Why can't I be the hero of my own story? Despite his passion, life did not give him an easy path. Stallone attended several colleges, including the University of Miami, majoring in drama and psychology. But even here, he struggled academically, socially, and financially. By the time he was in his 20s, Stallone had almost nothing to his name. He lived in substandard apartments, sometimes struggling to pay rent. He worked odd jobs, including as a zookeeper and in theaters, just to survive. Many people in his life suggested he give up acting, saying he would never succeed with his unique look and speech. This was a man who could barely afford a meal, yet his mind was alive with imagination. He scribbled scripts on scraps of paper, dreaming of one day seeing his words on the big screen. His determination was fueled by a single belief: I will not fail. I have a story to tell. The turning point came in the early 1970s. Watching a boxing match on television, Stallone was struck by an idea that would change his life forever. He imagined a scrappy underdog fighter, a man who fought not just opponents in the ring, but the obstacles life had thrown in his way. In 3 days, with virtually no money, no contacts, and no one believing in him, Stallone wrote the script for Rocky. It was raw, passionate, and brutally honest, reflecting his own struggles and ambitions. But when he tried to sell the script, the world told him no. Producers wanted the story, but not the actor. They offered him hundreds of thousands of dollars for the script, but with one condition: Stallone could not star in the movie. Here was the ultimate test of character: take the money and compromise, or hold on to his dream. Stallone made a choice that would define his legacy. He refused. If I can't play Rocky, I won't sell it, he said. Many called him foolish. Some thought he was throwing away his future. But Stallone knew that some dreams are worth the struggle. With little money and no studio backing, Stallone fought tooth and nail. He convinced producers to give him a chance, even if the budget was tight and the schedule unforgiving. He took on a tiny salary just to get in front of the camera. Filming Rocky was grueling. The crew was small, resources were limited, and Stallone had to prove himself as both writer and actor. Yet every punch, every scene, every line delivered was injected with raw emotion, reflecting Stallone's real-life struggles. At the same time, Stallone's life outside the camera was still unstable. He was living paycheck to paycheck, facing eviction, and dealing with personal pressures. But every morning, he woke up with the same mantra: "This is my fight. This is my life." Then came the night of the premiere. Rocky hit the theaters in 1976, and the world finally saw what Stallone had envisioned. The audience connected with the story of the underdog, the fighter who refused to give up. Critics hailed the film for its authenticity, grit, and heart. Rocky went on to win 3 Oscars, including Best Picture. Stallone became a household name almost overnight. But the journey to this point had been decades of struggle, rejection, and relentless perseverance. Success didn't make Stallone complacent. He continued to push boundaries, taking on challenging roles, directing, and writing. His life teaches us that success is not just about talent, it's about resilience,
courage, and refusing to surrender. Stallone faced personal and professional setbacks, movies that failed, critics who doubted him, and the constant pressure of Hollywood's unforgiving industry. Yet, each time, he stood back up, reminding the world that failure is just a step toward eventual triumph.
From Sylvester Stallone's story, we learn never compromise your dreams. If it matters to you, fight for it, even if the world says no. 2. Embrace your struggles. Challenges are not signs of weakness. They are the fuel for growth. 3. Persistence beats talent. Even the most gifted individuals may fail without determination. 4. Turn flaws into strengths. Stallone's speech impediment became part of his charm, a symbol of resilience. 5. Your story is unique. Nobody else has your struggles, your perspective, or your heart. Use it. Sylvester Stallone's life is not just a tale of fame and fortune. It is a blueprint for human perseverance. It shows that the darkest moments can lead to the brightest victories, that your voice matters, your struggles matter, and your dreams are worth fighting for. No matter where you start, no matter how many doors slam in your face, remember Rocky's words, immortalized in Stallone's journey. It ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. So stand up, chase your dreams, and never, ever give up. Because the world belongs to those who refuse to quit.
Subscribe to Unlock Deeper Mind for more powerful mind and success insights every week.